Alright guys, I am back with my review of this week's episode of Dexter Season 7, Episode 8, Argentina. And I didn't really care much for this week's episode. I thought it kind of dragged on, had a lot of stuff that wasn't really necessary this week. If you're watching this video, you know there's going to be spoilers. If you've watched my previous videos, you know I'm going to just go through everything that happened. But you probably saw the episode, and if you didn't, you don't really care about spoilers anyway, so I'm just going to tell you what happened. The main thing that happened in this episode was Deborah tells Dexter she knows about him and Hannah McKay, she finds out about it, and she tells Dexter that she was in love with him. And LaGuerta finds Dexter's boat. It took an hour for this. Nothing else happened. Nothing major happened in this entire episode except for that. And that was probably 3 minutes tops. So I didn't really care much for it. I thought it just really had a lot of unnecessary scenes. So yeah, and also this Deborah Dexter love angle, I personally don't like it at all. I think it's really weird and just, yeah, it's just strange and creepy. So anyways, on to this week's episode. Hannah's making breakfast. They had sex, they wake up, Hannah's making breakfast, and if I was Dexter, I'd say, look, no offense, but I'm not eating anything you make. I mean, that's just insane to do that. She's poisoned everybody she's been with. So Dexter goes to see Deborah, and Deborah says that she has proof Hannah McKay killed all these people. She plays the recording, and Dexter says he can't kill Hannah McKay. And he's got this reason that he's doing it to protect Deborah. He's not going to let her have to regret something like this. And I think it's all bullshit, personally. Isaac does a drive-by on Dexter at the donut shop, but misses. Dexter got very lucky with this. He bent down to pick something up and avoided the bullet. Dexter tells Deborah that Cody, Harrison, and Astor are coming back since their grandfather is having surgery. They can't stay with him because of Isaac. So Deborah says, well, they can stay with me. Batista gets his restaurant, and Deborah goes to see Hannah. She tells her that Sal Price was a cop, or was a writer, but she's a cop, and she's going to find a way to bust her. The strip club owner's on the phone plotting against Isaac. He thinks Isaac is just too focused on this revenge, so he's costing them business. He's going to screw up the Koshka Brotherhood, so he wants to take over his position. And he goes to see Quinn about setting something up. Quinn's not interested. Dexter sneaks into Isaac's apartment when he's not there, and he's going to try to kill him, but another guy's already there who wants to kill Isaac. So Dexter has to kill this guy. He just cuts his throat and leaves his body there. LaGuerta's checking on people who have boats at the dock, finds Dexter's boat. Dexter and Deb go with the kids to Batista's restaurant. We find out Astor's smoking pot now. I didn't even recognize these kids. I was thinking, did they get different actors? Like, what happened? But I think it's the same kids. It's just, damn, they got big. Dexter goes to see Hannah, tells her about Isaac, how he needs to kill him, and she says that he should research Isaac like he researched her. She gives him the keys to her van so that he can drive a different car in case Isaac's following him, and Dexter says he's never been able to share his kills with someone like this. Which I guess is kinda true, but damn, he's told a lot of people if you think about it. Hannah, Deb, Miguel, Lila, Lumen. So I think he's told a lot of people. Quinn is at Nadia's. He gets a visit from the strip club owner again. He's got the conversation with Quinn agreeing to steal the blood evidence on tape. So Quinn basically has to do whatever he wants. And he wants Quinn to cover them while they move their drugs. Not really that big a deal. It's not like he asked him to kill somebody. Isaac tells Isaac finds the body in his apartment. He realizes the Koshka Brotherhood's trying to kill him, and he calls the police and says he doesn't know who the dead guy is. Dexter shows up. They had some funny comments here, and he was being followed by the police that night, so they know he's innocent. Dexter's at the beach with the kids. Hannah needs to get her keys back, or one of her keys, and she finds out Dexter has kids, but she accepts this, so he's falling in love with her even more. At Deborah's, Dexter lays down Hannah's keys, and Deborah instantly recognizes they're Hannah's. She gets super pissed off. She asks if he loves her. He says he doesn't know. And he says that if she accepted him as a killer, he thought she would accept this. And she says that when she went to the church that night and saw him kill Travis Marshall, she went there to tell him that she was in love with him. And she says she doesn't know if she still feels that way. It was weird. Dexter just says, "I'm sorry," and leaves. So Dexter's going after Isaac because he's all stressed out. He's got to kill him. And he finds out he's at a bar. And he's got this plan to inject him with half a dose so that they can leave the bar and he can act like it's his drunk friend. And he's just taking him home because the police are there following Isaac. I have no idea how that would work. The police would still notice it was Isaac. And even if they didn't, he better hope it's not the same cops from the apartment earlier. But whatever. So he goes in the bar. He finds out it's a gay bar. Isaac tells him that Victor was the only person he ever really cared about, and Dexter took that away. Dexter says Victor was a killer. He deserved what he got. This lasted a really long time. Some of it was good, but this entire scene went on forever, it seemed. Isaac believes that they could have been friends if this was different circumstances, and that was it. He leaves, and he still plans to kill Dexter. The last thing we see is this montage. LaGuerta finds the boat. Deborah's smoking pot with Astor. Dexter goes to see Hannah McKay. There you go. Just 8 episodes in, winding down to the end of this season. I really expected a lot more this week. I really hope they start picking this up because this, I don't know, what they're going to build up to here. So yeah, I didn't really care much for this. I hope next week's a much better episode. It's not that it has to be killing or action the entire time. I don't really care about all of that. It's just nothing happened. And you would think they're trying to progress the storyline at this point, this far into the season. This is like an episode they could have had at 4 or something. So yeah, I just didn't really care much for this one. But anyways, that's my review of this week's show. Hope you guys liked this video. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments, and thanks for watching.